World Youth Day is a special gathering that brings together young people from all around the world. It's not just an event, it's a celebration of faith, culture, friendship, and the power of coming together. Imagine young hearts from different countries speaking many languages, all uniting in one place with joy and excitement. They bring their own unique stories, their own traditions, and their own dreams. But in the middle of all this diversity, they find something powerful, common ground. They realize they are part of something much bigger than themselves. There is laughter, dancing, singing, and a sense of belonging that's hard to describe. Even after traveling long distances, every tired step feels worth it once they arrive. The air is filled with energy and hope. These moments are not just about fun. They are about deep reflection, meaningful prayer, and personal transformation. Friendships are formed, some of which last a lifetime. Young people realize they are not alone in their faith. They find strength in being part of a global family. Every few years, a new city becomes the home of World Youth Day. From the busy streets of urban centers to the quiet beauty of historic landmarks, each place adds its own flavor. The experience grows richer with each journey. Youth experience new cultures and new ways of worship, and they leave with stories they will carry forever. They return to their own countries with full hearts, stronger faith, and a renewed sense of purpose. During World Youth Day, there are powerful moments on stage where speakers share messages that touch the soul. One voice that has stood out, time and time again, is that of Cardinal Luis Antonio Tagle. His gentle humor, his deep compassion, and his connection to young people have touched millions. Cardinal Tagle doesn't just speak to young people, he understands them. He sees their dreams, their questions, and their struggles. His words come from the heart, and because of that, they reach the heart. Cardinal Tagle's journey is not just about being a church leader. It's about living a life of service. As the head of Caritas International, he has seen the power of love and kindness change lives. This is what shapes his message. He talks about faith not just as something you believe in, but something you live out through your actions. In 2019, during World Youth Day in Panama City, the crowd waited eagerly as Cardinal Tagle stepped onto the stage. The noise settled into silence. He asked a simple question. Who wants to be a disciple? Thousands of hands shot into the air. But then he asked them to think deeper. He reminded them that being a disciple isn't about wearing a label. It's not about titles. It's about the choices you make. He invited them to follow Mary's example, her humility, her courage, and her willingness to serve. He asked them to shine as lights of hope in the world, and in that moment, his words planted seeds in thousands of hearts. Years later, in 2023, the world had changed. Social media had become a powerful tool. Young people lived more and more in a digital space, but Cardinal Tagle continued to meet them where they were. He didn't judge them for living online. He understood it. Instead, he challenged them to be digital disciples. He told them they could use their online presence to spread truth, love, and justice. He encouraged them to fill the internet with kindness, honesty, and hope. His message was clear. Your phone isn't just a device. It's a way to touch lives. Music also plays a big role in World Youth Day, and Cardinal Tagle knows the power of music. Music crosses all barriers. It speaks to the heart when words fall short. From the rhythm of African drums to the soft pull of violins, music brings people together in a way nothing else can. Cardinal Tagle uses music not to perform, but to connect. When he sings, he shares part of his soul. His voice carries not just notes, but emotions, hope, longing, faith, and love. In one special moment, in Krakow, Cardinal Tagle joined the youth in singing the song "Where is Love?" It wasn't just a melody, it was a deep question that made everyone pause. The song sparked reflection. It made young people think about where love exists in their lives and in the world around them. That shared moment became a memory they would never forget. But Cardinal Tagle doesn't stop with songs. He tells stories, funny stories, moving stories, stories full of lessons. Through his humor, he builds trust. He makes people feel comfortable, welcome, and accepted. He laughs openly. He cries openly. He shares his fears and his hopes. In doing so, he creates a space where others can be real too. Many leaders are afraid to show emotion, but Cardinal Tagle isn't. His honesty builds a strong connection with the youth. During the Stations of the Cross, a quiet and sacred walk through Jesus' suffering, Cardinal Tagle joined the youth once again. With each step, the weight of the world seemed to rest on his shoulders. At one point, he cried. His tears were not for himself. They were for the suffering he sees in the world, for children caught in war, families torn apart, refugees with nowhere to go, and people who feel forgotten. His tears were a prayer. They were a call to action. They were a message without words. This matters. These people matter. Do something. Those tears showed the kind of leader Cardinal Tagle is, not one of power, but of compassion. He carries the pain of the world in his heart. He invites young people to do the same, not to become overwhelmed, but to become motivated, to take that empathy and turn it into action. He encourages them to ask hard questions, to face injustice, and to bring light where there is darkness. Forgiveness is another message close to his heart. Cardinal Tagle speaks of forgiveness not as forgetting pain, but as choosing to heal. He tells stories of people who have forgiven the unforgivable, those who lost loved ones, those who were hurt deeply, but who chose to move forward with love. He teaches that forgiving isn't weak, it takes real strength. When you forgive, you free yourself, you create space for peace. These powerful stories show that change starts with the heart, and from there, it spreads. Cardinal Tagle believes that the youth are not just the future, they are the now. They are already making a difference. He reminds them that their voices matter, their ideas matter, and their kindness matters. He encourages them to use what they have, their talents, their creativity, their compassion, to build a world full of justice, mercy, and love. Even after World Youth Day ends, the message continues. It travels home with each young person. It grows in their hearts. They share it with their families, their friends, and their communities. In this way, Cardinal Tagle's words don't stay on the stage. They live on in every act of kindness that follows, in every effort to forgive, in every time someone chooses love over hate. Through stories, songs, tears, and laughter, Cardinal Tagle teaches one simple truth. Faith is not just something you talk about, it's something you live. It's about how you treat others, how you respond to suffering, how you use your voice, how you build bridges. His message is one of hope. He reminds us that even in a world full of problems, love still wins. Young people who attend World Youth Day often say their lives are never the same after hearing him speak. Some find their purpose, others find peace, many find strength to keep going. His message is gentle but strong. It stays in the heart. It reminds people that they are not alone, that they matter, that they are loved. As the candles of World Youth Day flicker in the night, their light reaches far beyond the place where they were lit. They shine in schools, in homes, in cities and towns all over the world. And with them, the message of Cardinal Tagle continues to shine too. A message of unity, of compassion, of courage, and most of all, a message of love. When young people sing, dance, and worship together, they feel that connection. When they listen to someone who truly sees them, they feel understood. And when they hear Cardinal Tagle speak, they feel inspired, not just for a moment, but for a lifetime. Because he doesn't just change minds, he touches hearts, and that kind of impact never fades. In the quiet moments after World Youth Day ends, long after the crowds have gone home, that spark still burns. In every act of kindness, in every prayer whispered in the night, in every young person who dares to dream of a better world. That is the true power of World Youth Day. And that is the true power of voices like Cardinal Tagle's. He doesn't seek fame. He doesn't seek attention.